Hello and thank you for taking a moment of your time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can find products that you can buy and sell for a profit on Amazon using very powerful software called Tactical Arbitrage. So if you're a beginner, if you're thinking about getting started selling on Amazon, if you're already selling on Amazon, but you're just not where you want to be in terms of monthly revenue, then you'll want to watch this video. And just a little bit about it before we get going. Of course, we have over 100 videos on the channel that teach you how to buy and sell on Amazon by picking a website, going through and looking for the deals, the clearances, the markdowns, and figuring out what you can possibly be successful at. Here's an idea. Imagine if you had software that you could tell, hey, go out to Amazon. Don't go out to a website per se. Go out to Amazon. Go to the best-selling products in this category or that category and you tell me where I can get those deals. I'd like to make this amount of money after all of my expenses. This is what I want to be left with in my pocket. And oh, by the way, you figure out which websites I can find the product at. So that changes the entire game. So instead of you trying to pick a website and then going through that website, you're starting off right at Amazon's best sellers, their movers and shakers, their most wished for items, and you're letting the software do all of the heavy lifting for you. It takes so much less time to do it that way. And what's great about it, you're actually presented with products that meet your criteria right off the bat. So you can get involved and start right away evaluating the products that meet your criteria and making sure that it's going to be something you could be successful at. And also, make sure you watch the video all the way to the end because I put a bonus out there for you. You see, if you follow the channel, it's no secret. I do anywhere between $12,000 and $15,000 in monthly revenue. That's the range that I'm working in right now while maintaining a full-time job as a truck driver. My working class hustlers know that. So I do get asked on occasion, hey, Horace, how long does your inventory sit out there? Or sometimes someone will say, hey, I see you did $12,000. Were those all products that you bought within that month time and you sold? So I'm going to give two examples to kind of show you what you can realistically expect in terms of how long you're going to be sitting on inventory. This is going to be great, guys. Let's get into it right now. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me. And as I said in the intro, this video is going to be about using tactical arbitrage, but particularly using reverse search. A lot of times when you think about using tactical arbitrage, you're thinking about what's called product search. That's where you go to Walmart and you say, look in this category, this rank, and all the other filters that you might want to set for Walmart, for Target, for Kohl's, for Best Buy, or wherever you happen to be. But remember, we're talking about reverse search today. And what's so great about that is reverse search, you don't go to a store. You tell the software, go to Amazon, look at the best selling products. And here's what I want. Here's how much money I want to make. And here's the category that I want to work in. And you go out and find the stores. And then I'll go, that way you're not stuck in a particular store. You're stuck on the best-selling products that Amazon has. That's a great place to be. And then you're letting the software do all the work. Remember, guys, there's a lot of work when it comes to arbitrage, no matter how you slice it. So why not make it easier? That way, the software does all of the heavy lifting, and it just puts the products in front of you that you want to look at. And then you can start your process. If you go out to a store, and we got tons of videos that show you how to pick a store and just start going through it. That's a lot of work. You can, with tactical arbitrage, you can just literally set it and forget it. And that's why I can't speak enough about it. And I'm not big on having beginners start with software, but this is a different story. This is the one case where I would say it's a worthwhile investment. You don't have to do it though. I wouldn't push it. And you go ahead and start, from the ground with no software, and you can be successful. I started having pretty good success before I went to tactical arbitrage. And then at that point, I was really ready because I could appreciate it. I put in the work. But as always, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to come over to my account. And we're going to look at the date. You can see right here. That needs to be updated because it is now it's the 17th, but remember Amazon is on Pacific time because they're using the time out of Washington State. So anyway, so it's still showing February the 16th in the year 2020. And you can see for today, we've done 16 sales worth $571.69. And you can see what we've done for 7 days, 15 days, 30 days. Here's the thing about that 30 days. If you look at the number that it's showing for 30 days, that's not always correct. If you're doing if you're selling on Amazon, you're going to be most likely using your app on your phone. And so when you do that, I want to get over to show you something here. Because I'm going to show you on my phone if you can see it. When you look at, let's see if I can get that to show. If you look right about here, we're actually a little bit up over 12,000. I know you probably can't see that very well. So a lot of times just be aware your numbers aren't always going to match up. So we're actually a little bit over 12,000. I'm gonna move my big head out of the way. You probably couldn't see those numbers because of my fat head. But like I said, $571.69 for today, 16 sales, and then you got over your 7-day, your 15-day, and your 30-day period. Now, if you come up here, this was my last payout. This is the balance that's in my account right now. Now here's the invoiced order section. And you might be wondering, what is that? Well, if you ever see an order and it says business customers, they give them terms on the payment. In other words, they don't have to pay right away. They get terms. So they get an invoice, and then they have 30 days or whatever to pay. So somebody ordered something and they did it under a business account. That's free to have if that's something you want to do. But that you don't get your money on the same schedule as normal. Normally Amazon pays out every couple of weeks. Business customers, it's a little different. No, you don't get any interest for waiting, but just wanted to show you that. Now what we'll do, let me see if I can. We're gonna come on over to tactical arbitrage just to show you what the payment plans look like. This would be the one that you would most likely be on the online arbitrage. There's other things you can do. You can do wholesale, library. You can get the full suite. And they even have a separate one that they call Amazon Flips. Maybe I'll do a video about flipping on Amazon. All that is going out on Amazon, buying the product on Amazon, having it shipped to you, turn right around, ship it right back in. And that's actually pretty powerful as well if you know what you're doing. But that's not what we're talking about. Remember, when you're figuring out your pricing and you're seeing $70 a month, that's if you pay annual. Let me put my glasses on. If you paid $840 right off the bat, then you'd be spending $70 a month. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be going monthly, so you'll be paying like $89 a month. Remember, you do get a 7-day free trial, but if you sign up under me, you can get a 10-day free trial. And if you decide to continue on, you're serious about it, you sign up under me, I will make sure you get one-on-one coaching with me. We can talk about that. If you want to text me, text Working Class Hustler, and we can talk that over. I do have some people under me with it. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but that's something that we can do together if you want to invest in that. But we're going to get into tactical arbitrage. So this is your dashboard, as they call it, and you can kind of see certain things that are going on. You can see in the search manager portion, you can see that we got 4 searches going and stuff like that. But to deal in reverse search, now see, here's where you would do product search. I'm just going to show you just so that you can understand what's going on here. In product search, like I mentioned, you pick a particular site and then you tell tactical arbitrage what you want it to look for. But you're picking a store and you're staying within that store. In this case, we're going to come down to reverse search. And what happens with reverse search, if we look at the advanced, you're going to tell tactical arbitrage, scan the best sellers, scan the most wished, scan the movers and the shakers. Now, we just did a live stream on on Saturday where we really went into detail with all of your filters. In fact, I think I covered each and every field on the reverse search page. So we'll put a link to that. Jim, show them where that is. And that way, that was a 2-hour live stream. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to try to keep this video as brief as I can today. We're going to get going. I'm just going to kind of skim over things because I'm not going to get that deep. We just had the live stream, so you can check that out and really get down deep. I just kind of want to show you how things look. So once you decide, say for example, you want to search best sellers, then you can search. Here I got it set to sports and outdoors, but you can go home and kitchen, you can go toys and games, video games, grocery and gourmet, whatever it might be. And then you can go even deeper if you wanted to. For example, you could go categories, and then you could pick in grocery and gourmet. You could, what if you just want to deal in candy and chocolate? You know, you can do that. And in the live stream, we talk about exactly how deep it goes, how many products will it look at, and all that kind of stuff. You could actually toggle that off, and you could actually put up to 100 ASINs in there in this area, and you could go that way, or you could actually do a keyword search. I like that because there's certain brands that I want to look at, and I can just type in Fisher Price and go that way. You can save your filters, you can name the search. Your filters work just like in product search. Many of you already know how that works. You can put, for me, I got to put my 6%. If you're using gift cards, discounts, coupons, you can put those in there so that the system can figure out the difference in that. You can have it remove certain ranks, number of sellers, and all of this type of stuff. If there's cost to prep your products, if you're using a prep center, you can use this. Then here you can tell it how much money you want to make per unit. What do you want your return on investment to be at least? You can deal with out of stock stuff. You can save the filter so that next time you don't have to go through all of this. Cool. So then all you got to do from there, in your reverse search, you can say view reverse, and every search that you did that was a reverse search will come up. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. If you come over to your search manager, here you have your live searches, and you can see it's a reverse search, reverse search, reverse search, reverse search. I love reverse search. Here's searches that have already been completed. Reverse search, reverse search. If these were other types of searches, it would say, you know, product search, Amazon flips, or whatever it may be. So what I was saying was, when you go view reverse, you're going to view all the results are being put out here. But if you just wanted to view a particular search, you could come out to your search manager and you could say, okay, here I did a search on industrial and scientific. It gave me 677 results. If I click view data, then I'm just going to get the industrial and scientific. But also remember, if you have the system pulling all of your reverse searches, you still have a filter that you can go to and kind of drill down. So you have a couple of ways that you could do it. Now remember, you're looking in the advanced search. I like the basic. Now watch how things change. When you come over to basic, you can see things are displayed with a lot less chaos, and right in front of you, you can see the store, you can see Amazon, you can see how much it should be at the store, you can see Amazon's buy box price, you can see what your gross profit should be, your return on investment. Here's the category: estimated monthly sales, average 30-day rank, average price. I mean, everything you need is right there. You can even check your restrictions from right here to see if you're able to sell the product. Now, to have that work, you have to install the extension, the Tactical Arbitrage Restrictions Detective. It's easy to do. It comes with Tactical Arbitrage, so there's nothing extra for there. Here you have your keeper chart right there. You have Tactical Edge Seller Analysis, which I like. I'll show you that in a minute. That puts all the information on a particular listing, everything you could possibly want to know right in front of you. Very, very powerful. But remember, you see right here, this has everything coming out there, although you're only seeing 108 out of 8,442 products. Why is that? It's because of your filters. So right now, the only store I'm showing is Target, because I just wanted to. A lot of times when you're sourcing, you pick a store, and that's a lot of times where you're going to do all of your sourcing. That way, everything's comes from one store. You have a much greater chance, of course, of getting free shipping, which is important. And I like to just kind of deal in one store. But if I were to select all, this is all of the stores that it found that you could make. And now you see what happened. It just jumped up. Now you're into the thousands. That's still not the whole 8,444. So you could continue with your filters until you got all of those. I've never really had it give me everything, but I don't need it. There's plenty just there. But here's another example where I would say I don't like, for example, I don't like eBay for the most part. So I'll uncheck that. That way I'm not looking. Okay. Is there anywhere else that I wouldn't want? I can't think of it right now, but if I apply that, then it'll reset. It may take a little bit depending on how slow your computer is. And then you can start looking. Now remember, you can also say what categories. Okay? And you'll notice the numbers change if I select all the categories that it pulled in. Let it reset. And look at, now you just jumped up a few more thousand. Now, you may decide that you could just start looking, right? You could just start going line by line. It's not in any particular kind of order, except for the first thing it's going to show is it's going to sort by estimated sales. In other words, look at how many monthly sales you should be getting. It's going to put the big ones first, unless you decide to sort by return on investment or match quality, you know. So what I would probably do, I like, let's see here. One of the categories that I like, I'll deselect everything. And I like grocery and gourmet. So I'll apply that. And now look at, you got 529 items. And you can start sorting. So here's one that I might look at. Now watch the way I do this. The first thing I'm looking at what it should be here at the site where you're going to source the product, what it should be here. And what I'll do is I'll hover over to let that little box open and kind of see how much it should be. That should be 1 jar, 29.1 ounces. Think about that. A pound is 16 ounces. So double that, 32. This is somewhere around 2 pounds. That may be something that you're thinking about, because this is kind of getting on the heavy side if that's important to you. Now notice, I don't buy at this particular site. I do buy at this site. About the same price. But I'm more likely to get it from Target. But you see how the system showed you both stores where you could get it. Okay? Now before I go any further, I might want to see, can I sell the product? So I'll click on there. And you see, I'm not approved. But let me give you a tip. When you see that you're not approved, go ahead and request approval. See if it will allow you. While you're searching, and see here it did not. If it's asking for invoices and that, then I'm not going to get approved. But you can get instantly approved in some categories. Also, so while you're searching, what you're doing is over time, you're increasing the amount of stores that, not stores, but products that you're going to be able to sell. Do not be discouraged, guys. I'm serious about this. But I just wanted to look at you while I tell you this. Do not be discouraged when you see that you're not being approved for things. In the beginning, it's going to seem like, wow, I can't sell anything. Yes, you can. But in the beginning, you got to do more work. You've got to prove to Amazon that you're serious about this, that you're going to hang in there. You got to prove to yourself that you're going to do this. You can do it. And I'm going to tell you, it feels really good when you put in the work. Before you know it, seems like every time you turn around, you're getting approved for things. And then you focus on those areas, and that way you can build up with Amazon. And as they begin to trust you more, and you keep your metrics good, do what you're supposed to do, keep the inventory coming in, you'll get your opportunity. Let's see. Variety pack 30 count. Check your restrictions. See, now here, you're good. This is how much you should be making. This is how much it should be selling. Now, at this point, what I like to do is the product in stock on Walmart? Now, Tactical Arbitrage is saying yes, that may not be the case. So now you're making sure that it's in stock and at the price that they say. So we're still good. But now they're saying that this should be $35 on Amazon. Probably not, because this was Valentine's Day. You probably wouldn't even be looking at this because Valentine's Day is gone. You see how your price went down? You got 9 people selling this. And what I would do is filter down by Prime. No, you're not getting that. But we probably wouldn't have looked at that anyway because we already know Valentine's Day is over. But I just wanted to show you what things look like. Now here, pack of 6. That should be a total of 32 ounces. I hope that's not 6 32-ounces, because there's no way you're going to sell that. That would be way too heavy. But let's see, could we sell it? Yes. Is it in stock at Walmart? No, out of stock. You see what I mean? The system is saying yes, but it may not necessarily be up to date. And you'll learn. You see how I'm just kind of scrolling through? It doesn't take me long because I know. You look at enough coffee and you already know. Amazon's showing a 72 count. You're only going to get a 24 count. Most of the time your coffee isn't going to work. Now this says, you see how I hovered over to be able to read that that's a pack of 60. This one is a pack of 60. I might look a little further. Looks like it's good. Is it in stock at that price? So you got to be careful because sometimes it's not. Now you see, that just jumped. And see, you'll learn this kind of stuff. I mean, I do a lot in this category, so I kind of know right off the bat. You get to scan. And that's another thing I wanted to tell you about. When you start doing this long enough, you're going to find your niche. You're going to find the areas that you tend to specialize and do well in. You're going to find the brands, the categories that you like to work in. I like gourmet and grocery. But I also like, kitchen appliances and stuff like that. So let's go back to our filter. And what we're going to do, we're going to deselect all. We're going to go I'm just gonna pick. Let's see what's under health and household. Diapers. That's tough. Diapers are tough to get approved in. I can't even sell most of those. No, we're not going to deal in health and household. Let me see where we are. We're almost 30 minutes into the video and I don't want to go much further. So I'm just going to find one product to show you, one that I would actually move on, and then we're going on to a couple other things that I want to talk about. Let's see, how about home and kitchen? Okay, same thing. Are we approved? Yes. Out of stock. And then you just keep moving. You see how quick I'm moving through this? Now this I can tell you, I'm used to the rugs and stuff. That usually is no good because the size isn't good. And you know, it's good that you get to see this, guys. Even though the software is doing a lot of the legwork for you, you still got a lot of work. You know, if you're thinking that it's just going to give you all the answers, that's not what it's going to do. Now you see here, you got pages and pages worth of stuff. You got to put the work in, though. There's just no two ways about it. And that's the reason why, you know, people get discouraged. But here's the thing. Once you build up momentum, once you start getting your replenishables, that is important, guys. Eventually, you're going to have replenishables, or in other words, products that you can just continue to send in over and over again. And that becomes the base from which you're working. And then from there, you're just adding other products. Remember, I've used the baseball analogy. Most of your hits are not home runs. Most of it's going to be base hits, bunts, singles, maybe doubles. And then from there, you get into your home runs here and there. Okay, so here's one. It's a Conair Fashion Curl. Now you got to make sure that you got the right product, but just on the surface, it's a match. It's in stock at Sears at the price. This is showing what it would be with tax. Then you got to make sure, is it really on Amazon for that price? Now, maybe, because this should be the color that we're looking at. Now from here, I would click on the other sellers. And this is probably Amazon. It is. They've got 20 plus in stock. And so, no, that wouldn't be a good one. We can close that. And we can close that. And you just keep on going till you find something that you can sell. This is pretty much how it goes, guys. Now I'm looking at appliances, so it's going to show a lot of stuff that's that could be on the bigger side. I probably wouldn't go for something that, number one, is that expensive, and then look at your monthly sales. You don't want anything like that. And you see how your rank is getting pretty high there. There was one anyway. And another thing you can do, remember, when you see something that you like, you can save it. All you do is click on the heart, and then the screen will look like this. When you click on that, then watch, add it to your saved list. And then if you go reverse, saved reverse, then you can see products that you have saved. Okay, so these are products that I've looked at that I've decided to save. Okay, so you can kind of see what I like. For example, here's a product I'm approved for, supposed to be $19.99 on Target. It is. And then supposed to be around $40 on Amazon. The rank looks good. That's actually a widget or an extension I'm using called Scanalyze that shows me that. I don't need it, but from here I would filter, because remember, we're only competing with prime sellers. We're going to send our inventory in and send FBA or fulfilled by Amazon. This is actually $50. So it's even selling for more. So instead of making $5.68, we'd probably make more than that. But remember I talked to you about tactical edge? What if we wanted to drill down and see what's really going on? All you do is click that tactical edge, let it load, and it just starts giving you information. Everything that you could possibly want. Estimated monthly sales. What's the category? What's the average rank for 90 days, for 30 days? You can even see the stock on the people that you're going to be competing with. Are they merchant fulfilled? Are they FBA like you? If they are FBA, how many ratings have they had? That way you kind of know who you're dealing with. This guy knows what he's doing. He's been doing this a while. But how many does he have in stock? You know what? We can get on this. How much can we make? Well, if we get in where he's at, this is how much we would make. You see? That's all the information you would need, and that's one that I would jump on. So that takes care of that, guys. Real quick, we're going to look at our community, and then I'm going to just show you a couple more things. So if we come over to the dashboard on our channel, and remember I call this our channel because this isn't about me, guys. You see what I'm doing. I'm already doing this. This is about you. You're at this channel so that you can get better. I'm producing this for you. So we're up to 546 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, please. Let's get this up. Let's build up our tribe. Okay. If we look at our analytics, the work that we're doing is really good. Views are up, right? Watch time is up. Subscribers is about the same. You can help that if you haven't subscribed already. Let's look at, we'll come back to the dashboard, and we're looking at our subscribers. I want to welcome some of our new subscribers. William Gerald, Cranky Pranky, Ender Guler, AME-com, Drew the BK Boy, Brian Schiffer, Supreme Oof, Sal Adele. I cannot pronounce your name, sir. But yeah, I want to welcome you guys, and I want to thank you for subscribing. So we're going to work together. We're going to look at one comment, It's my friend that I can't pronounce his name. Thank you a lot for the tutorial. Could you clarify how you deal with invoices? When we buy on websites like Target or Walmart, they don't provide invoices, but Amazon can ask. I think he wants to say Amazon can ask for it. And what do you think about brands? Do you avoid them because they can make an appeal on you, or is it okay? I think is what he wants to say. How do I deal with invoices? Yeah. Sites like Target and Walmart, they usually include a packing slip, not an invoice. But you can print that from your account if that's what you needed. I haven't had any issues with it because there's nothing that I buy from Walmart or Target where I'm going to be able to show an invoice. When Amazon is asking you for an invoice, what they're saying is, hey, are you authorized to sell this brand? Walmart and Target, stores like that, that's not going to give you authorization to sell a brand. But let me say a little bit something about that, because I even talked about it in the live stream that we just did. You'll have experts, gurus, teachers, whatever, saying that you shouldn't do arbitrage. And I've even heard some say Amazon doesn't like arbitrage. I got a simple retort for that. If you know what arbitrage is, don't you think Amazon knows what it is? Or do you think they're really unaware of what we're doing? If they were unaware of it, they would have no reason to be asking us for invoices. They could just assume that everybody was a legitimate, reseller with an account with a distributor or a wholesaler or a manufacturer. I mean, come on. If they really had a problem with it, no one would be doing arbitrage. End of the discussion. Okay. And you hear them trying to scare you. Oh, you could get yourself in trouble. That's a great way to sell their course. Use some fear mongering. And I'm not saying that everybody that says that is trying to scare you into buying their courses. But look around. See how many of them that say that stuff have a product to try and sell you. And what do I think about brands? Do I avoid them? No. That's one of the best things about Amazon is you can bring the brands to the market that people want. Remember, and I'm beginning to talk about it more and more, you should feel good about selling on Amazon because what you're doing is actually adding value to the marketplace. How do you add value to the marketplace? You bring the products, the brands that people want. So you want to bring out your own brand? That's great. Then you get to figure out and spend the money, the research, and all of that on the marketing and promotion. I prefer to just sell products where the manufacturer has already done that. Okay. And that's the only question we're going to take. Now we're going to go over to my account and I want to show you something. Now we're talking about how long does it take for a product to sell. Now here you can see a day ago, 21 hours ago, 14 hours ago. We sold 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units, and that's all I had. So within a day, I sold all of this product. All it is Gerber baby formula. But when you look at that product in my inventory, it's out of stock because I sold them all in a day. I created that product December the 3rd. So it's been sitting out here over 2 months. And remember, I will tell you, when you buy a product, you have to consider sitting on it for 2 to 3 months. Now, if I would have rushed and didn't have the patience, you know what would have happened? I would have lowered the price and I would have lost money. So, it's important to go into this knowing that you're going to plan on sitting on the product. That way you don't panic, lower your price, then get mad talking about it doesn't work. Remember, guys, you're it. So don't start saying it don't work. Look in the mirror if you're going to say that. You're it. Look at this product. This is like what would you call it? I guess like a fruit cake. Okay, if you want to see what it actually looks like, this is what it looks like. And here's the deal. I bought these thinking they were going to sell for the holidays, for the Christmas holiday. Okay, now look at, I have a range of the last 180 days. So 2 months ago, I sold one. This got canceled. I sold two, and then that was it. Then all of a sudden, 3 days ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sold 3 days ago. Why? I don't know. But I tell you what I do know. I bought the products October the 28th. Okay, and I paid $5 each. So, and I let them sit. I didn't panic. I wasn't looking at them. I was busy on other stuff. So if I had been watching what everybody else was doing, I would have ended up lowering the price. So when you look at the kind of numbers that I'm doing, you know, if I'm doing around 12,000, that's not products that I just bought 30 days ago. Okay. Amazon is not a flipping business. It is a cash flow business, guys. So get your mind right. All right. Get your mind right. Get your money right. That's how this goes. So that's going to pretty much take care of this video. Of course, I went way over. I only wanted to go like, I don't know, 30 minutes. 45 is actually, I hate to say it, but 35 is actually pretty low for me. So yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. And I hope you got something out of there. Send questions if I didn't answer something that you got a question on, and you guys know I'll answer them for you. All right. Talk to you later. Okay, guys, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you got value out of it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it. And also, if you haven't already joined the working class hustlers of this channel, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever we come out with more content. It's free, won't cost you anything, and you won't miss out. And also, we do have a 12-module video course available on Udemy. If you'd like to make that investment, teaches you everything soup to nuts on how to be successful selling on Amazon. There's a number on your screen. There's also a phone number in the description. You're welcome to text the words working class hustler to me. That way we can get connected. You can be saved into my contacts, and we can start working on anything that you need help with. I do offer coaching and things of that nature. Or if you just want to connect, I would be thrilled just to get to know you and be able to add value. So thanks once again, guys. I appreciate your time. That's going to conclude this video. This is What to Sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, and I'm out.